Hey everyone, welcome back to Gazetly. In today's video, we are going to review the highly anticipated reboot of the Forza Motorsport series. It's been nearly 6 years since the last entry launched, and Turn 10 Studios set out to not only bring flashy new graphics and refine the realistic driving model, but also revamp core aspects like career progression. So in this video, we're going to take a deep dive into all the new features, changes, and improvements to see if Forza Motorsport lives up to the hype. We'll take a look at how the cars and environments look, how the driving feels, the new career and customization systems, and more. By the end, you'll have a clear verdict on whether this simulation deserves a place in the racing libraries of both longtime fans and newcomers to the genre. Graphics and visuals. Let's start by talking about the headline-grabbing graphics overhaul powered by the new ForzaTech engine. Right from the opening menus, you can tell this is a massive leap over previous entries. And once you get behind the wheel, the level of detail crammed into every single car is astonishing. From the precise body panels and rivets, to the branded badging and working interior lights, you really feel like you're sitting in the real things.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
The environments are equally as impressive, with photorealistic materials and textures covering every inch of the realistic tracks and cities. Weather effects like rain and glare further immerse you, and whether you favor resolution or frame rate in the gameplay modes, the visuals remain a cut above anything we've seen in racing games to date. It's clear Turn 10 pulled out all the stops to leverage the power of PC and new consoles here. Physics and handling model. Another huge focus of the reboot was realistically simulating how the cars handle, and I'm happy to report the physics engine absolutely delivers here. Weight transfer feels perceptible as you accelerate, brake, and turn into corners. The tires now have a progressive grip model instead of just breaking away, so you can feel them start to let go before a potential slide. This makes managing your line through turns much more intuitive and rewarding when you nail it. Setup options like suspensions and differentials give you tons of tuning potential as well. Force feedback on wheels also accurately conveys what the tires are doing.
The race line is your optimal path on track. When it's blue, be on the gas. When it's red, hit those brakes.
Overall, the handling blows past previous Forza titles, and while not quite as hardcore as True Sims, provides an excellent balance of feedback and accessibility. Fans of realistic driving will find a lot to love here. Career mode and progression. Moving on to career mode, the basic structure remains similar to past games with practice, qualifying, and race events in each tour. This provides a solid single-player foundation, but one area with some controversy is the new RPG-like progression. Instead of instantly upgrading your cars, now you have to level them up through experience points earned during races to slowly unlock upgrades one at a time. On paper, this could encourage learning each car, but in practice it just feels grindy. It takes ages to access meaningful swaps and customization options, which is at odds with the fun of experimenting freely. Worse still, many visual mods are locked behind progression paywalls too. While increased engagement was the goal, for many the system risks frustration over fun. It could definitely use some rebalancing in future updates. Customization and tuning. When it comes to personalizing your rides, Forza Motorsport delivers, as expected. The livery editor is still one of the best around for creating wild paint jobs and wraps. You have total freedom here to unleash your creativity. Performance-wise, almost every aspect of a car can be tweaked too. From gear ratios and suspension settings, to ECU mappings and aero components, getting that perfect balance to shave milliseconds on your lap times is hugely satisfying. You're given the tools without being overwhelmed by technical jargon as well. It's extremely easy to experiment and share tunes online too. The only slight knock is custom parts are still locked behind career progression walls initially. But overall, gearheads will sink countless hours into perfecting their machines both visually and mechanically in the garage. Verdict.
I know you're ready. You've got this.
After digging into all of Forza Motorsport's new features and changes, our overall impression is that Turn 10 has delivered a reboot faithful fans have been waiting years for. The technical achievements like the photorealistic visuals and sophisticated physics are top-notch, and while the career progression may overstay its welcome, the solid driving model provides countless hours of solo racing bliss. With its focus on precision, the competitive online is also deeply satisfying. So whether you're a simulation purist or just appreciate incredible visuals, Forza Motorsport is worth adding to your collection. Just don't expect an entirely rounded experience quite yet.
That was your best lap yet.